The Magic of Thinking Big, a transformative guide to unlocking your potential. David J. Schwartz's The Magic of Thinking Big stands as one of the most enduring and impactful self-help books ever written. First published in 1959, this masterpiece has sold millions of copies worldwide and continues to inspire readers across generations. The book's longevity speaks to its fundamental truth. Our thoughts shape our reality, and by expanding our thinking, we can dramatically transform our lives. This analysis explores the profound wisdom contained within its pages and why it remains essential reading for anyone seeking personal and professional growth. The core philosophy: belief as the foundation of success. At the heart of Schwartz's philosophy lies a deceptively simple yet powerful concept. Believing you can succeed is the first and most crucial step towards actually succeeding. This isn't mere positive thinking or wishful fantasy. It's about cultivating genuine confidence rooted in preparation, action, and expanded vision. Schwartz argues convincingly that our beliefs about ourselves create self-fulfilling prophecies. When we believe we're capable of achieving great things, we unconsciously adjust our behavior, work habits, and decision-making to align with those beliefs. What makes this concept particularly powerful is Schwartz's recognition that most people underestimate their own potential. We've been conditioned by society, past failures, and limiting environments to think small, to play it safe, and to settle for mediocrity. The Magic of Thinking Big serves as a wake-up call, challenging readers to question their self-imposed limitations and recognize that the primary obstacles to success exist within our own minds rather than in external circumstances. Practical wisdom over abstract theory. One of the book's greatest strengths is its practical, actionable approach. Unlike many self-help books that traffic in vague platitudes, Schwartz provides concrete strategies and real-world examples that readers can immediately apply. He doesn't simply tell you to think bigger. He shows you exactly how to do it through specific techniques and exercises. For instance, when discussing how to build confidence, Schwartz doesn't just emphasize its importance. He provides a 5-step action plan, including thinking positively about yourself, reminding yourself that you're better than you think, and practicing positive self-talk. This practical orientation makes the book accessible to readers at any stage of their personal development journey. The book is filled with relatable scenarios from business, relationships, and everyday life that illustrate his principles in action. These examples help readers see themselves in the stories and understand how to translate abstract concepts into tangible results. Whether you're a young professional starting your career, an entrepreneur building a business, or someone simply seeking to improve their quality of life, Schwartz provides relevant guidance. The power of attitude and thinking patterns. Schwartz dedicates considerable attention to the transformative power of attitude. He argues that successful people aren't necessarily more talented, educated, or fortunate than others. They simply have better attitudes. This perspective is both empowering and challenging. It's empowering because it suggests that success is within anyone's reach, regardless of their starting point. It's challenging because it places responsibility squarely on the individual to cultivate the right mental approach. The book explores how our habitual thinking patterns create the lens through which we view opportunities, setbacks, and possibilities. Small thinkers see obstacles as insurmountable barriers. Big thinkers see them as temporary challenges to overcome. Small thinkers focus on why something can't be done. Big thinkers ask how it can be accomplished. This shift in perspective doesn't deny reality. It simply approaches reality from a more productive angle. Schwartz also addresses the destructive power of excuses, which he calls excusitis. He identifies common excuses related to health, intelligence, age, and luck, systematically dismantling each one. This section is particularly valuable because it forces readers to confront their own excuse-making tendencies and recognize them as barriers to growth rather than legitimate reasons for limitation. Goal setting and vision development. Another cornerstone of Schwartz's philosophy is the importance of setting big goals and developing a clear vision for the future. He emphasizes that goals should stretch us beyond our comfort zones while remaining grounded in reality. The magic isn't in setting impossible fantasies, but in expanding our sense of what's possible and then working systematically towards those elevated objectives. Schwartz teaches that big thinkers don't just dream, they plan. They break down large goals into manageable steps, create timelines, and take consistent action. This combination of expansive vision and practical execution is what separates successful people from dreamers who never achieve their aspirations. The book provides guidance on how to develop this balanced approach, ensuring that ambitious thinking leads to tangible results rather than mere daydreaming. The author also addresses the importance of surrounding yourself with the right goals and constantly refreshing your sense of purpose. He warns against the danger of achieving small goals and then becoming complacent. Big thinkers continuously raise the bar for themselves, always asking, "What's next?" and "How can I grow from here?" The social dimension, relationships, and leadership. The magic of thinking big extends beyond individual achievement to explore how big thinking impacts relationships and leadership. Schwartz argues that people who think big naturally become leaders because they inspire others, take initiative, and see possibilities that others miss. This leadership emerges not from authority or position, but from the magnetic quality of expanded vision and confidence. The book offers invaluable insights into human relations, emphasizing the importance of seeing the best in others, giving genuine appreciation, and creating positive environments. Schwartz understands that success rarely happens in isolation. It requires the cooperation, support, and collaboration of others. Big thinkers recognize this reality and invest in building strong relationships based on mutual respect and encouragement. He also addresses the concept of social magnetism, the ability to attract opportunities and supportive people into your life. This magnetism stems from enthusiasm, confidence, and genuine interest in others. Schwartz provides specific techniques for developing these qualities, from practicing active listening to learning people's names and showing sincere interest in their concerns. Overcoming fear and taking action. Fear is one of the primary obstacles to thinking big, and Schwartz tackles this challenge head-on. He acknowledges that fear is natural and universal, but argues that it shouldn't be allowed to paralyze us. The book provides strategies for managing fear, including understanding its sources, putting worries in perspective, and taking action despite discomfort. One of Schwartz's most powerful insights is that action cures fear. Many people wait until they feel confident before taking action, but this approach has it backward. Confidence is built through action, through doing the thing you're afraid to do and discovering that you can handle it. This creates a positive feedback loop. Action builds confidence, which enables more ambitious action, which builds even greater confidence. The author also distinguishes between productive and unproductive worry. Big thinkers don't ignore potential problems. They address them proactively and then move forward rather than dwelling on worst-case scenarios that may never materialize. Thinking creatively and embracing innovation. Creativity and innovation are natural byproducts of big thinking, and Schwartz dedicates significant attention to developing these capacities. He argues that creativity isn't a special gift possessed by a select few, but rather a skill that anyone can develop by asking better questions, challenging assumptions, and remaining open to new possibilities. He encourages readers to adopt an experimental mindset, viewing failures as learning opportunities rather than defeats. This perspective is essential for innovation because breakthrough ideas rarely emerge fully formed. They develop through iteration, refinement, and willingness to explore unconventional approaches. Schwartz also emphasizes the importance of environmental factors in fostering creativity. He suggests surrounding yourself with people who encourage your growth, consuming inspiring content, and creating physical spaces that stimulate fresh thinking. These environmental considerations recognize that our thinking is shaped by external influences, making it essential to curate those influences intentionally. Time management and productivity. Big thinking requires big execution, and Schwartz addresses this through practical guidance on managing time and energy effectively. He argues that successful people don't have more time than others, they simply use their time more strategically. This means focusing on high-impact activities, eliminating time wasters, and maintaining clarity about priorities. The book challenges the common excuse of being too busy by pointing out that busyness and